Well, good morning. All right, would you guys like building update? Is that cool? Okay. All right. Okay, first slide. Exterior of the building. So that's as it was Friday. Yeah, Friday. So you can see it's really shaping up, a lot of the exterior materials. Just go to the next slide real quick. We're going to jump around a little bit. But so this was a rendering we did, architectural rendering. Pretty neat how they do these. I mean, very lifelike, right? Architectural renderings of our building, kind of from this corner, which would be the northeast corner, looking at the building. Go to the next shot. That's what we're looking at right now. Go back. There you go. Go forward. That's pretty cool, hey? I mean, it's shaping up. It's really coming along. Even if you could, like, zoom in, I was paying attention, go back once. You can see between the windows on the admin on the front of the building by the patio, you can see an outlet on the front on the rendering. If you go to the next shot, you probably can't pick this up, but you can see that same outlet on the building itself. That's pretty neat. All right, next shot. This is the admin. It's got steel siding on it, which is a wood grain, very lifelike, really beautiful. Boy, used to be when they would do this stuff, you know, it looked like plastic or, you know, you always look fake, but this stuff looks like wood. I mean, it really looks good. Very high quality, commercial grade. You can see the stone and the wood-like siding that's going up, steel siding. The Drive-It, which is like modern day stucco, is up in a lot of areas. It'll be going across the front. Next slide. So, so a lot of the exterior materials are up, and they're continuing to work on those. So how about a little bit about our volunteer effort? You can see a couple of our volunteers here in the worship center. I caught them on their way through. If you go to the next shot. This is in the classrooms. Right now, they're doing the education wing. We're painting with our volunteers. And you can see the walls in there, the ceiling. The contractors did the ceilings, and all of our volunteers are doing all the walls, all the hallways, all the classrooms, 10 classrooms, the other bathrooms in there, all of the corridors, and now they're into the check-in and the offices by the check-in for the kids area. But they're doing all of this. There's some of our volunteers, this is their staging area. Go to the next slide. And there's more of them. You can see Roger up on the scaffolding. Roger is our field lead. He's been on site every day, 10 hours a day. He's just putting it. Let's give Roger a hand for everything he's doing. Yeah, really great. And Josh Hartzheim is also one of our volunteer leads. Let's give Josh a hand. He's working his tail off to keep this project going. And our volunteers. I'll get in a little bit, but let's give our volunteers a hand. That's everything they're doing. It's incredible. They're just doing an incredible job. Let's go to the next slide. I'll show you some of their work. This is in the classrooms. You can see it's, other than some touch-up, it's finished. So you can see the different colors at the entries and the accents. So when we move in, these rooms are ready to go. They're decorated, the kids, real fun stuff. You'll see some more pictures of these areas, but they're doing just an excellent job. Go to the next slide. So this is what does it say on there? Five-year-old class, but I think that's what it says. Oh, infant? Okay, this is the infant class. So you can see the colors on the walls. I mean, it's a lot of work. They're doing 3 colors in every classroom. Their lines are perfect. They're cutting really well. I mean, these guys, our volunteers are doing as good, if not better, than the professionals on site. So it's incredible. Next shot. That's another classroom. You can see the red accent on that wall, and the rest of the walls are finished, and then the ceiling's in gray. Next shot. So our volunteer painting effort in 10 working days on site, we had 59 volunteers, and they have put in a total of 776 total volunteer hours so far. Yeah, incredible. So we got a lot more volunteer work coming. Right now, we're 10 months into a 15-month project. So we've got 10 months behind us, 5 months in front of us. All of our volunteer efforts now in this 5 months. But it's incredible. We are on time and under budget at this point in time, which is really kind of unheard of, really unheard of. We're very blessed on this project, a large project like this, and we're just tracking perfectly on the project. So next slide. So here's some progress. This is in the worship center. You can see everything in there. One day that's instead of stuff, that's going to be people, right? Won't that be beautiful? Yeah. That's going to be full of people. So next slide. So this is looking at the platform. You can see all the steel walls are up. They don't have the drywall up here yet, but that back wall is the LED wall that they've got up now. That just went up last week. Those side walls where the screens are going to be, now the whole platform's taking shape. So it's really neat to see as this keeps progressing. Next shot. That's our baptistry. Our baptistry, custom made, was made at a local UPF. They make tanks for firefighting, for fire trucks. They're made out of polypropylene. They're not fiberglass. They're pretty much indestructible chemicals, whatever. I think I told this morning, I said, if our building lasts 200 years, our baptistry will still be standing when the building's falling down, because that thing is really built. It's incredible. It's really going to be neat with the stone around it and everything. It's a feature of the worship center, and we know that's going to be a feature. It's a feature of our faith, right? Yeah. Okay, next shot. So this is looking at the Littles play area through those glass windows, so you can see the glass and the storefront glass and aluminum framings all going up already. That's to the far left is the kids check-in. The lobby's on the left. So it's coming. I mean, they're putting up exterior windows, interior glass. It's moving fast. Go to the next shot. That behind the lift is the fireplace, 27 feet high fireplace. It's going to be real cozy. We're going to have couches out front. You can get a cup of coffee. You can stand around or sit by the fireplace. Cup of coffee right in the lobby. To the right of that, you can see the kids check-in that we were looking at before. And then you can see up on the mezzanine level, that opening goes into our multi-use classrooms that we're going to be using a lot. Elevators right down that hall, just past the kitchen there, and then that's the entrance to the kitchen. So, next shot. And this is in the kitchen. This is pretty neat. They just framed this up because they couldn't frame this up until we got our baptistry in place, because the baptistry was so big it wouldn't fit through anywhere, through the doors. So they had to leave this unframed to get the baptistry in place, which they did now, and then they framed up the kitchen. So that'll get all drywalled probably in the next week, maybe 2. That'll be all drywalled up, and you'll be able to see the whole kitchen. Go ahead, next. This is the lobby, and this last shot, progress shot, but you can see this is the mezzanine level. To the right is all the windows on the front of the building and the main entryways. There's our hospitality suite in the middle, welcome booth right about where that lift is, and on the other end is the cafe with the staircase going up to the mezzanine level. So all of this is framed up except the front window section, and that should be happening soon. So everything is happening fast. Sometimes there's 50, sometimes there's 60 workmen on site every day. And so I go out there one day and I go out the next day, and so much changes in just one day. It's incredible. It's moving fast. It's really moving fast. Next shot. So what's happening? All the roof sections are covered now. They're not all sealed up completely, but for the most part, all the roofs are on, which is huge, because now we're not going to get Lake Apostolic in the lobby anymore. And the rains were pretty much rain-proof. Now we got all our roof drains working, and all the whole place is covered. Drywall and painting, that's just ongoing. The admin is all drywalled, and they're finishing the drywall now. The classroom section is all drywalled and painted at this point, so it's moving fast. MEPs, the heating systems, the electric systems, the plumbing systems, and the fire prevention systems all being installed, continuing. There's miles of electric wire on site, and I'm not exaggerating. That's true. There's miles of wiring in our building. There's that much. It's a huge project, so that's just ongoing. They're installing the fireplace. Last week they started. The fireplace itself is in the unit. They've got some more work to do on that, and they're installing the baptistry. Baptistry's in place. They got to do all the plumbing next, so that's going. Interior and exterior glass, like I told you, is happening. Those exterior finishes, you can see stone, a lot of stone on the building. The steel siding, the drive-it that's on the front of the building, but that's ongoing. They got more work to do there, but it's just simultaneously all this is going. And then our volunteer projects. So, next shot. On the volunteer side of things, I mean, be a part of it. It's really great. I say, you know what? I go on site, and the volunteers are working, right? They're out there working. And they're all laughing and smiling, and They just like they're having a good time, out there. It's not like it's just, you can tell that they're really enjoying being a part of it. It's something you get some ownership, you can be a part of this. So please, join in, volunteer when your name's called, come and help out because it's really a blessing to the project. The entire volunteer effort is saving us over $200,000, I think over $300,000 in costs. So it's just great what you guys are doing. So painting, hospitality, low voltage data wiring is starting this week. Painting's ongoing. Installing appliances, signage. We got a bunch of little miscellaneous projects that are going to be upcoming. And then we're doing the entire landscaping on the site. That'll be at the end in late summer and fall. So that'll be an all hands on deck project. We'll like everyone to be a part of that. So lots to do on the site. It's happening fast. It's going well. I told him this morning that if there was something negative, I've always shared it with you, right? The wetland issues, some other issues, whatever, good or bad is what, when I came up here, I told you what's happening, but there's nothing bad to tell you right now. It's going just really great. Yeah, really great. So, all right. So, Pastor, together we build.
Let's give the Lord another hand clap of praise. We're in the middle of a miracle. Folks, we are in the middle of a miracle. Amen. I don't know what you know about church construction, but all my friends said get ready to be 15% over budget because that's how it goes. It's just an absolute, it's an irrefutable law of church construction, and we have not seen that. And so to be on budget and to be on schedule is an incredible thing. I'm standing before you today to give you a financial update, and thank you to our church family for your continued support of our church home. We appreciate that so very much. This particular month has been an absolutely remarkable month, and I won't belabor you, but to tell you that this month, $152,909.82 came in. So we're so thankful. Let's give the Lord praise again for his faithfulness to us. Amen. God is supplying the need. He really is, and we're grateful for that. And then also an update on Seats for Souls. $85,476 was pledged. So far, $57,785 has been contributed. And we all know that we have till June 1st to fulfill our pledges. So thank you to everybody who participated in supporting our fixed seating in our sanctuary. Just some beautiful things are coming from that, and we're so grateful. And to our guests who are here today, thank you for being patient with us as we talk about this. It's very important that we communicate to our church family about the progress and also the process of the financial partnership. We are grateful. Miracles are happening all around us. In fact, I met a family in the hospitality suite today, and they drove by our building. They checked us out online. They were here today. I'll be meeting them for coffee later. They've been looking for a church, and they represented to me that they found that church. And so that's what this is all about. A building is not brick and mortar, it's people. This past week, we had 3 pastors and some of their leadership teams and even a couple of their architects come in. They had heard about what is happening here in Appleton and Apostolic Truth Church, and they were just puzzled. How in the world can you build at the price point that you're building? And how is it that you're on schedule? And so they came, and we sat down, and we had a wonderful conversation with them. And so the world's just traveling around the nation, what God is doing here. And so this is becoming a landing strip, and people are getting very interested in what's happening. So folks, I know that there are challenges and change, and I know that there are sacrifices, but let's not lose the wonder of what God's doing. It's just a miracle. Amen. Would you stand with me? We're going to continue in this service. We're going to worship the Lord in song, and then we're going to prepare for preaching. Let's worship the Lord together.